Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. This is our cozy and realistic no mod series where we play as General of the Minutemen, working to rebuild the Commonwealth one settlement at a time. And today we are starting a new build here at Egret Tours Marina. Now, we already have a bunch of people here, and they are not very happy, and you might be wondering why. Well, if you remember our build at Jamaica Plain, we left the recruitment beacon on, and I forgot about that. And they had a bunch more people than they had beds, and they were very upset, so we sent all of those people here. So we do already have this little temporary refugee setup going on, and we can talk about them and sort of my ideas for them as we start scrapping. So maybe we start just by scrapping some stuff and feeling out what we want to do here, because this should not stay. This little temporary setup, but it does mean that we already have 8 people. So I am kind of playing with the idea that maybe they are refugees, maybe from Far Harbor. Maybe they came down, they were so excited to hear recruitment beacon, and they were just a little overeager in where they ended up, because Jamaica Plain was very, very full and lagging terribly by the end of our build there. Also, at the end of our last build at Croup Manor, which turned out so beautifully, I loved that one. The game crashed at the end of that one too. So I'm hoping, because we're at a new location, that things feel a little better here. We're going to clear some space in the build limit. That's already a pretty high build limit to start with. Maybe if we clear some stuff, we'll get that lag down. The game won't crash on us again. I might be jinxing everything right now, but we are just going to settle into it and have fun together. I wish that we could clear some of this. Oh, we can clear the barrel. And this barrel. And this door. That's honestly more than I thought we were going to be able to clear of this stuff. We might put something over it. We might make this like a little garden. We'll clear the tire walls. That's so much rubber. The sandbag. We've got 2 good buildings here. This is where Phyllis Daly is living. I'm not sure if she's going to stick around or if she's going to get booted at some point. We'll leave the bench for now. But I don't think she counts as a settler at the moment. I don't think she's one of our 8. So we should try and keep food and water at 9 at least, because I do want her to be able to, you know, have access to food and fresh water as long as she's here, even if she's not really a settler here. We're just going scrap happy, making some room. I do want to take advantage of the water here. I think it's such a unique location. I'm hoping I've cleared out all of the traps in here, but if you hear the beeping, then know that I have not, and there is a bomb somewhere. Let's store this just for the sake of the settlement limit. I kind of want to start with stuff stored, and we don't know what we're going to use this for yet. It could be another food place. It could not. And the aluminum cans, I mean, that's just junk. There's nothing there. We want to scrap this whole shelf. Oh, yeah, we want to get rid of the rest of the tripwire. This is just such a neat place. Coffee cup. Coffee cup. What do we want to do here? Oh, hey, there's an actual magazine here. One that we didn't spawn ourselves using console commands. This could be a comic book shop. Just because we had that. Did one of the cigarettes fall? No, it's still there. This could be a comic book shop. That would be a really cool use of the space. That would be really cool. Okay, we'll think on that. I just want to make some room for us in here first. We do want to take advantage of the water. Am I making a dent in that size limit at all? I hope so. We do have a ton of people here that sort of, I mean, came in as refugees because, well, because of our own fault, but that's okay. Scrap, scrap, scrap. This is a good area too. I know this whole boat is up here. I almost don't want to scrap the boat just because it's so lovely and unique. But these shelves are going to exist here. I don't think I can scrap those. So maybe this becomes a different area. If we can't move the shelves, this could be like we repair the walls. Maybe it becomes like a museum, library, coffee shop. We could put something else up here. Let's go to the other building because I think we want to repair the other building as well. This is just such a neat location. I love that it's on the water. Get rid of that and that. I like these wire fences. We could do our farmland here or behind the other building. Wish there was an easier way to cross between these. But we'll get there. I do want to explore building a boat. I think the water is the only part that I've thought through so far. This works so well as a storefront. We are going to get rid of the sandbag wall. Sorry to Phyllis, but maybe even a mess hall. We could glitch a restaurant in here and then always have somebody manning this. Wow, I usually treat this as a like store, but it could be so lovely as a mess hall. We can scrap this one. This, unfortunately, I think just exists here. That fallen bit of floor. But the rest of it, I think we can move. The cooking station doesn't need to stay for sure. The desk, broken desk, doesn't need to stay. And I'll store the coffee cup. And this terminal too. Can I get back over here? If this area is gonna have that in it, we could also wall it off. How high? Yeah, like we could go... I mean, we would move the furniture, but we could do like a wall and then a wall and let this be storage back here. This is such a neat space. So we already have all of our settlers. They're waiting for work. They're ready. This, again, we could either wall it off and let this be, you know, sort of condemned, or we could repair it and we could let it be either defense. Let's get rid of that desk. I know this is all Phyllis's stuff. Maybe we leave that until we decide what we want to do here. We have lots of options. This could be neat as housing, but I think we might do individual housing. Because once we clear up this is actually such a broad, you know, footprint of the space. There's so much to do around here that we could make like a little storefront. Because what I'm thinking is that maybe these people came down from Far Harbor. They have access to water. And if we build them a boat, that means they have access to sort of travel. I mean, if we look at the map, they're right here on the water, which means that they could, if they had a boat, they could go all the way down here. They could go all the way up. They could go up and around where our other settlements, Grey Garden, Oberlin Station, Hangman's Alley, come all the way over here to County Crossing. Like, they would be able to do a ton of trade on the water. So I think maybe they become like a community of specialty craftsmen who maybe brought a lot of their work down from Far Harbor, and now they're distributing it all around the Commonwealth. And let's scrap and scrap and scrap and scrap some more. Do we want to keep these fences? I think just for now, because this would be a good place for crops if we don't end up putting them somewhere else. This building I love using as like a bar. Oh, and there's so much more to scrap in here too. That's wonderful. We'll store those fishing rods. This rowboat, I know it's beautiful, but I do think we get rid of it for the sake of making this a usable place to be. We can just clear this out. It's so satisfying when we start a new one of these builds. And there's no wrong way to do it. We're not even putting down anything yet. We're just making space for us to explore what could be. Oh, is this not scrappable? That is a bit annoying. This one is fine because it's standing up. I wonder if we'd be able to move the other one by pushing something up against it. Something was green. Potted meat. We can store potted meat. Because that would be annoying, but it wouldn't be impossible to cover with something. We'll scrap the pallets. Oh, it's nice how much fishing stuff. See, that sort of lends into my a working theory that this is going to be a Far Harbor type settlement. All right, I think we've made some room for ourselves. This is where I want to build a boat. You don't have to know what I'm talking about yet. You'll see as we sort of go. But I think we can build a boat. This, I think, is stuck here, unless I'm able to, like, break this chain. Brace yourself. I'm going to use this gun thing. Nope. I don't think this moves either. Okay, we tried. I'll put the gun back away. And there wasn't, like, a tire or something to grab and push into it. We could do a series of little boats. And they could be like houseboats. Because, oh, Preston just fell right in the water. Did you see that? Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. We are able to put things like in the water sort of like this. And there are some places in this water where they will actually be above the water. Like, I know that's below. But over here, we could make them like houses, you know? If we put this between two of the like tire bumpers and then put like steps right up against the edge of it, this could be a house. They could do that, but I think that the boat would be more useful to them. And when I say boat, I know I've said boat a lot without explaining myself, but there was this lovely build on the Fallout 4 Settlements subreddit. Oh, we're gonna try two options here, where somebody put together a bunch of pieces like this in the water to make it look like a boat, and it looked amazing. Okay, these are our two options. I like this concrete foundation because of the texture and because it looks like it has a bit of a lip. So if I bring this out here and I place it so that lip is like right above the water. And I sort of want to square this off because, to be honest, I've been playing around with these pieces and I have not found a way to make it feel like there's a graceful ramp. So we might have to play with that just a little bit. Because see, that's way too big, you know? And if we put this any lower, this foundation piece, it's going to be under the water, which we don't want either. What about these tiny steps? Oh, yeah, see, they want to go up, not down. I can't put this like here, can I? If I do, these won't, yeah. Okay, let's look at a few different step options. The wood set has a nice, yeah, like that's the right height. But it's a little up. It's just a little too tall for what I want. So maybe I might be able to grab it like this. Oh, hold on. This could be so beautiful right off the bat. Wait, that feels great. That feels fantastic. Is that connected? Did we make that connect? No, we just moved the foundation. Wait, how did we just do that? We grabbed both and they were connected? You know what? That works for me. That works for me. I think we can build out the rest of our quote-unquote boat around this using those concrete pieces. Not roofs. Do we want to do another square with the full foundation? Will this snap? Or am I too close now to these steps? Because we could do on this side. We could do like this. I know it doesn't look like a boat yet. It doesn't have to. It's with these pieces. Because now it's kind of, we're putting some stuff together that it's kind of like, oh, what's going on there? And we could, I've seen other people do this too, just double layer it. Just put, you know, pieces on top of it. And we might have to like group select to get this to go perfectly, but just to show you what I'm talking about. It does kind of look more like a lip of a boat when there's 2 layers of it. But given that we are so prone to crashing this game, maybe we just start with the 1. Let's look, still in this concrete set, let's look for a bunch of these things. I can't tell, I can never tell with this piece if it's supposed to be a corner or like a whole... Oh, something's moving underwater. Is that Preston? Wait, do you see what I see? Is that Preston? Is he in the water? Do we have to save him? Oh my god! Hi! Are you okay? You don't seem okay. Is there any more I can scrap down here? Oh! There is! What do you know? Oh, and some tires. 30 more rubber. Barrel? Wow, I didn't expect there to be anything down here. I guess Preston was looking out for us. Alright, see, that's the bottom of our boat. At least I'm hoping it'll look more like a boat once we put everything on it. See, if we sprinkle these guys around... If we use this one here... No, we're a little too close. Oh, but we can push this right against the edge. That's pretty cool. And then maybe this long one for this front section. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll get that right up against it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I wonder if I'm going to regret making this so low close to the water, which we kind of did so the steps would meet it nicely. Because buoys really help sell this. Are they in miscellaneous? Yeah. Like these guys, just on the edge. Like that. That makes it look very nautical to me. Maybe we do 2? Maybe those won't fit. Maybe just on this side then. Maybe I need a better angle. Can I do this while I'm in the water? I think I can. The water's trying to push me towards it, which is making it hard to get a good position. But I know it can go. It can go right here. If I can stop moving. Oh, it went green for a second. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's use the stairs and get on out of there. I guess that is a little low. We might redo it. Preston is drowning. Well, Preston, I was glad to have you back. You do what you gotta do, man. What about scaffolding railings? Oh no, I don't like these as much. I do like the ramps that they have in scaffolding though, because it does seem like it could slide in. But I think these half stairs are a much better size for what we're trying to do here. Does the warehouse have railings? I always forget because it's like really hard to see in the menu. And they have stairs. And this is another good size, but I think we've glitched those wooden stairs so perfectly that I want to keep them. Warehouse. Yeah, I don't think the walls are as helpful to us. What about metal? That doesn't really do much for us either. And the wood I don't think is right for this. And it is already getting dark. That's my bad for not checking the time before we started. We can sleep in one of the sleeping bag setups that we made. I think we'll just do one like this in the center. And then can we fit more of these? Or do we want just like a long one again? I think maybe just a long one again. Maybe I'll feel differently about this all in the light. When I've seen other people do it, once you see it all together, it's really cool. You gotta picture it all together. Because you need a place to drive it, right? So maybe it's like this. And then I just need the width or the length of whatever this is. Oh, so maybe I didn't need a bar here at all. Because this is... Can I grab that last little piece? Let's move this out of the way. Let's, you know what? It's hard enough to build in the dark. Let's sleep off all the dark right now. Maybe we'll get Preston out of the water too. Oh, that'll snap to the... I don't want it to snap to the edge. I want it to snap like that. We'll come back to this. I said I'd sleep till daylight. We will sleep till daylight. None of these settlers have jobs yet, but they are going to do such a good job and be so happy here. My hope, if we make them all like little artisans, and then they have a great trade route set up, is they'd be able to like specialize in their crafts and like source materials from all over. And like, oh, that'd just be so lovely. Oh no, and now it's raining. Oh, let's sleep in. Rain is a good enough reason to sleep in. That didn't really help. Oh well. I wish we could open these doors, but I don't think there's a way to.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
See, it kind of does look like a boat. If we put more buoys on that side. Hold on, we gotta give ourselves more of a way to do more buoys. And you might be watching this and think, I hate that. And it doesn't look anything like a boat. And that's totally okay. We're just here to spend some cozy time together in the Commonwealth. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to look like a boat. Let's get rid of this hanging buoy and let's try doing a longer one. Which way does this go? This way? It really doesn't want to. We could always pillar glitch it. It would just look so nice there, you know? Where can I put this? And can I put it anywhere that I would be able to grab it after? Oop, that was a mistake. Like, okay. If I put it right here, and I don't think this is gonna work, but it's worth the first try. If I put it right here, and then I pillar like that, I don't think it's gonna, yeah, we're not close enough to grab it. We're so close on that corner that I was like hoping that it might be enough to group select. But maybe not. Is there somewhere else that I could do the same thing that I'm trying to do? Like if I put this... Wow, this buoy doesn't want to go in so many places that I want it to go. You know? Like I can't even put it right at the top of a wall. It's read so many places. Maybe this buoy is just a weird one. Oh wait, will it go on this side? Because if it goes on this side, then let's just move this one to the other side. And we'll put this one down here. Oh, I think it liked it better when the other one was intersecting with it. Just a little shimmy. Just do a little wiggle. It wants to glitch inside, which is not as helpful to us. I think maybe this buoy piece is just weird. Oh well, let's come back to that. I want to move this right to the corner, but I don't want it to snap right on the corner. I could leave it there. And just use that to align this piece, because I would want the piece actually to be like that. And this one will go here. And then we could put this back here. And then maybe... that's going to be like hanging off too much, isn't it? I could move it over, right? Or it'll just snap there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? It is going to be kind of hard to find a roof piece that fits that, isn't it? Ooh, and I'm in the water again. Oh, I'm like stuck in this water. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're okay. We can get rid of that. We're not gonna drown or anything. We know how to swim. This is such an odd looking thing we're building. We could make it twice as wide. It might be less awkward if we try and make it twice as wide. If we're committing to making a boat so they can do their trade route, let's make it twice as wide. And how did I do this? This feels like every time I see a recipe on TikTok or a reel or something, and I save it because I think I'm going to be able to make it myself, and then it never comes out as good myself. This is how I feel right now. I saw this on Reddit. It seemed like a great idea, and now that I'm actually looking at it, I'm very worried that this was a terrible idea. I want these to face the other way. Oh no, I don't want to scrap it. I just want to get rid of the railing. That can't go back in place because we've made the stairs like this. So actually these have to be this way. Okay. But that means we have made room for like a sort of room in the center, which is nice. Because then we can sort of go like this. And we should actually probably be building this somewhere else so we can center it properly. Yeah, let's do that. Concrete pieces are so hard to remember, like what's a proper square. Maybe I want to do a square to remind myself, because it can go like on top of or behind, and it's kind of weird. I think that's why the concrete set is so difficult to build with, at least in my opinion. I have a harder time with it than the other sets. Do a flat wall on the back, and then we're just going to move this whole thing. We're not even going to move it with the floor because it'll sit flush. What roof feels the most boat-like? Because to be honest, it's not that one. Is it like the warehouse tops thing? That I could believe. Oh, hold on. Maybe it's just a warehouse wall all around. Maybe I don't need to mess with the concrete. Maybe it's just warehouse all the way down. Oh. Oh, wait. I might like this better. I just want a floor for things to snap to, not to keep. Because like I said, I think this is just going directly down on the floor. Have I been on a lot of boats? You might be wondering. No. But I think that was obvious. I don't like boats. I get seasick so easily. Maybe that's why I'm building this terrible approximation of what I think a boat looks like. Doesn't that seem kind of like something? I don't know. But it's okay not to know. I like it. The warehouse walls might be too tall. Actually, they might be great. Now that I'm seeing it, now that we're here on the boat. I just really wanted to build a boat. I don't have better reasons than that. And if this could be just centered here in the back. Are we centered? I always think we are and then we're not, so I'm so hesitant. That feels good. Oh, was this line the center line? I could have lined that up. Probably should have just lined that up, huh? Let me try that. It's pretty easy to rebuild, so maybe we can get this more perfect. Yeah, feels great. Oh, and I'm in the water again. Well, how do I get up? There we go. It's getting easier every time. Bring the roof back. I hope you understand sort of what I'm going for here, even if it's not making sense yet. Let's grab some of our, what's the word? Railings. Let's grab some of our railings back, because I do think this is coming together. Not in structures. In concrete. Oh, so yes, in structures. There, that works. And I think if we put a bunch of crates here, I think it's going to look really cool. We'll do this on this side. And I think we can use wires. I've seen people on Reddit use wires, and it just looked awesome. We'll do like this. Oh, and maybe now, you know what? Maybe now those curved pieces will make more sense too. Like this. And this. And now just one long one in the middle. That looks great. Oh, that looks great. Maybe that is how we're supposed to use the curved ones. Maybe it was never supposed to be a tight curve like it was before. Okay, okay, that looks really cool. It looks less like a boat now because we've made it wider, but it does look like a barge. Ollie will take a barge. No. Can this go anywhere that I wanted it to? Oh, maybe it can go on the back here. That's cool. This is looking less and less like a boat. But that is okay. I think maybe it would have looked more like a boat if we had done the double layer of flooring. But I really didn't want to... I didn't want to spend the build limit space on it. But I don't want to fill furniture. What I want to do is... No, not even decorations. What I've seen people do, and we are just trying this. We are trying borrowing ideas from the Fallout settlements. From the Fallout settlements subreddit. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. But what I've seen that I really enjoyed looking at was people would take these switches and they would put the switches sort of spread out like, they would put a point here, and then they might put another point like here, maybe, something. but then they would use the wires to connect it, so it looked like the wires were sort of looping and like holding things together, and it was extremely cool. I think let's do that with a pillar just to see, just to explore. And I'm looking for a railing just to see how high this needs to be, because we're going to use a pillar to move it over. Maybe like this. Yeah. And let's grab a pillar. And this is it's just a test. I don't know how any of this is gonna feel, and it might not be good. Like that. I might not like it. I might not like it now that I've seen it, but you see what I mean with the wire? I do think it's cool when people do that. Let's put some stuff in here that makes this make a little more sense. Which I think is decorations miscellaneous. I want like a big console thing. Is that in decorations miscellaneous, or is that a furniture miscellaneous item? It's not any of these. What am I thinking of? The big like conduit looking thing. Statues, new vault. Is it a vault? Yeah, it is. It's this. Can I assign somebody in here in a way that would make sense? Maybe we do this for navigation. This for navigation. These should be neat in the middle. I think that would be nicer. Like that. Yeah. And then we did something at the end of the Croup Manor build that I loved. And it was using a store to sort of keep somebody assigned to something in the side, like that. Like, I think we could do that. What do we want to make it? Probably general. We don't even really need to glitch it. It would just need to face the wall, you know? Just like that. Just to have somebody in here who's working, and they would pilot this ship, this barge, this terrible barge that doesn't really look anything like a barge now that we've put it together. Hey, maybe we scrap this whole thing. If you hate it, tell me. This is the first episode. We can start over. We can spend 8 more episodes here. What did we do? 8 at Croup? That was fun. We had fun there. Now I want the vault crates, but I don't know where those are either. Are those a furniture miscellaneous? I never remember. No, it's not a furniture miscellaneous. I don't think they're containers, because they can't actually hold anything, which is kind of annoying. But we are going to want some crates sprinkled around here. Are they decorations? We were looking in decorations vault. Oh, they are. They're right here. The vault stuff is just such a good crate, you know? Okay, so that's where somebody would go to pilot this. And then what I want is the barrels from the Far Harbor set, which I do think are in decorations miscellaneous, but we do have to scroll for them. Because they're not Halloween, they're not bloody. Oh, are they really all the way? Yes, they are. These guys. This is the type of merchandise that they would be moving. That's great. Do one of that one, one of this one. That's super. And then maybe just some other crates back here. Containers, like the vault Oh, that has wheels. That would wheel right off if it's on the ocean, you know? And the metal would degrade. Oh, hi, do you want to be our pilot? I would love for you to be our captain here.
Got it.
Do we have like a captain hat or something?
I'm sure I have something you need.
Oh, no, I want to give you something.
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
I don't know if we do, but it'd be pretty great if we had like a captain. You know, I think that exists in Far Harbor. We might have to get one. What do we have? What do we have? A cowboy hat. Fedora. Postman uniform would be kind of funny because he's shuttling stuff back and forth for us. We could do fisherman's hat. I really thought there was like a captain outfit. Lobster trap helmet doesn't help us much. Longshoreman outfit, I wouldn't mind because he is sort of going back and forth places. Let's do a Minutemen hat for now, but I know there's a captain hat somewhere. We just gotta find it. Or buy it. Or, oh my gosh, there it is! Sea captain's hat. That's what it was. That's what I was missing. How's it look with the... I don't know if I like it with the longshoreman outfit. What do we think that would look good with? Surveyor outfit? I don't know what that looks like. T-shirt? I think he's gonna be like on the water. Wrap. Not wrap. Was there other like Far Harbor stuff that I kind of scrolled by? Let's try scavenger outfit. I can't believe he just walked in here. Oh, we'll give him some eyeglasses for sure. I might like the postman outfit. Let's go back up to that one. P. Oh, well, we're way past the P's, but I thought we saw it early. Alphabets are hard. Oh, because it was dirty postman uniform. That's what I needed. Okay, that could be good. That could be good. I don't like the longshoreman outfit as much. Those are going to be good. I know it already. Let's give him the postman outfit. We'll take back these. He can keep the green shirt he had originally. That's great. He's our sea captain. 100% that's our sea captain here on this boat that doesn't look anything like a boat. Ooh, let's put some buoys on the side of the like house. Not house, but room. Oh, and it's not in miscellaneous, they're in wall decorations. Like that would be kind of cute. Yeah! Oh, that's lovely. And then let's put these back because these did work here. I said that and then I jinxed it. No, yeah, it's just wonderfully there. Yeah. And let's go back on the other side. I think we do have to walk around the other side. That doesn't look great. That looks unfinished in the back. Can we do another railing? I don't think this will go here because I think it's... Yeah, you know what? Maybe it's fine. Or maybe the hanging buoy should be like here to make it feel more like the back of the boat. Yeah, that's better. Hey, I love that. That's wonderful. This, I forgot we put that here. We can get rid of that. That's wonderful. I like that a lot. This works. This works. Okay. I mean, maybe not well. Maybe it doesn't look as boat-like as the other boats that I've seen. But if I just kind of step back and I told you, you know, look at this settlement, you might believe me that that's a boat. I think doing the double layer of foundation pieces, I think would have helped having like a stronger lip of what it would be. But I don't want to waste our size limit on that because the game has been crashing so much. So let's move on to something else and just see if we can get people in a better state because we don't have any housing down. This could be a trade depot. This could be our, like, cafeteria. That would be pretty cool. I just don't know. I don't know what to cover this with. Could I cover it with a floor? Shack foundations, they can go through a lot of things, but apparently not that. Not this either. What can go on top of it? We could do a floor over it. Scaffolding, maybe? Maybe with a pillar? Pillar glitch? Maybe this becomes a stage. Hold on. If I can get 2 pieces of scaffolding sort of equally over it, or not even scaffolding, if I could put a floor directly on top of it, could this be a stage? I didn't think that was where I was going, but I mean, come on, right? I don't think it is. Imagine the vision of like floor, and then a bunch of seats and a bar sort of looking at it. This light is going to drive us all crazy, though. I don't know how it's still powered up. It could be a neat stage. I think mess hall is the best option for this. I just don't know how we're going to cover that bit yet. I personally would like some sort of ladder. Or, what's the word I'm looking for? Bridge. Bridge. That was a hard word to find. I don't know why. Bridge. Maybe with scaffolding pieces if that other bridge doesn't make it all the way across. Like this? Taller one, maybe? How deep is this water? Is that going to be close enough? I mean, the boat's not going back in this dock. You could do a little piece like this to sort of bridge the gap, maybe? Nope. Maybe we should have done the piece on the... Oh, we're going all out of order here. Maybe we should have tried to encourage it to snap to where we need it to be with something like this first. Because then this can snap to this, yes. And then see if we can't snap the scaffolding to the base of it. Is that not possible? It might not be possible. Can you snap? Can you snap to something? It might just not be possible. Is it just too high? Or not the right width or what? Maybe we just build it out with scaffolding pieces. Like that. That's not bad. Here would be great if it could go here. Maybe it doesn't like there though. This piece was easier to place. So maybe it will be on this side too. I know it's floating a little. But I don't mind that. That's a pretty smooth... Oh, no it's not. Never mind. Never mind. You come here? Okay, that's better. And then this, I just don't think this is gonna play nice at all. right? Even if we try and replace the middle plate piece. It's just, it doesn't collide right for where we would need it to be. Yeah. Is it a height issue? Like, could I do a short one and then stack a second one on top of it? Just a long, short one. This guy, can this go like in the water? And then we stack the second one? I don't think so. But we're just gonna try. Maybe we don't. No, that's so off center. It doesn't want to be anywhere near where I want it to be. I'm coming down here to see if I can do it myself. Because that feels centered. It's too high now. But if it goes lower and to the left, can you not go on top of this one? I thought you liked being on top of that one. I thought if I got that one down here, it would just sort of snap on top. Is that a no? To the left. This is so not worth it. We need to build beds. We have to focus on their more immediate problems. Oh, but doesn't that feel close to something great? The water is pushing me. It's making it even harder to sort of remember where we're trying to be. Oh, that's it. That's it if we can just get it like a little... When it's in the right position, it doesn't want to snap. Alright. Maybe this isn't worth spending a bunch more time on. We can be happy with the scaffolding bridge solution. And maybe they don't need to connect. I'll just put that back the way it was. Because that worked pretty well. We have our boat, we have our makeshift bridge, which really is just to make this easier for us. I want to see if we can do... Oh, I did want to do a mess hall in here. Food and drink. Like, if the bar could glitch entirely into this thing, that would be amazing. Dang, I thought the rug was going to let us rug glitch it right like that. Guess that would have been asking a little too much, though. Just because the rug would have been automatically there. Yeah, no. Let's try with the pillar and conduit trick that we've sort of been doing. And let's grab it outside, just in case. I think that's been making it easier. We'll go into warehouse. We will grab a pillar. We might want to do this with 2 conduits even to give us more space. So we'll do like 1, 2. Oh, those snap together. And now I'm hoping that this lets us, yeah, that lets us intersect it with this existing. Do we want to try and sink it a little bit too, or is that like a little too much? I don't know if that'll work. I'm looking at this thing that usually lets us sink. Sometimes, not even usually. Sometimes it lets us sink pillars. This is not one of those times. But maybe that's because we didn't start on dirt. So let's take this out here to wherever it registers dirt. And we'll sink this into the ground a little bit, because sometimes this glitch only works if you're, if the pillar is sunken a little bit to begin with. And now it's not grabbing the bar. Oh, it's not grabbing the bar at all. That's really interesting. Why not? Were we selected to like a different part of it? Wait, it was working before. Yeah, now it's not. All right, let's set it up how we had it before then.
Well, I'll be damned. You're that Minuteman,
Preston,
aren't
you're
you?
not supposed to be
Guard.
working at the bar.
Good to meet you, pal. You're one of the good guys.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Keep on keeping on, all right? Here,
Preston,
I want you to have this.
you're not assigned here. Maybe that was why it was being weird, because he thought he was assigned. I did click him and then I clicked the bar. That's my bad. Okay, how likely is this? Are we thinking like 10% chance? 0% chance? What part is red? It's green here, okay, and then it immediately goes red. We might just not want to play with the garden plot. The garden plot has been weird in this settlement. I don't know why. Let's try. I want to make sure nothing's floating, so this should be like a tippy top. Yeah, okay. We'll bring this in here. Oh, now it doesn't want to even do that. Oh, kinda. I think we gotta grab the conduits another way. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to this. Oh, they're all going to the bar. This bar isn't assigned yet. I'm scrapping it and we're... Don't worry about that. They don't mean to get their hopes up. I mean, there will be a bar eventually. They should get their hopes up about living in a place that can feed them. That's not a crazy fantasy. But I would love if they were actually, you know, inside. Okay. That has it grabbed. And hopefully has it grabbed in a way that'll let us glitch into this existing counter. And it looks like maybe. Oh, it looks like maybe. How wide is this compared to the existing counter? Like, is that where we want to be? That feels good. That feels good from here. That's it. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Preston, you are not going to be the one working there. Let's assign somebody else to it real quick, just so he's not the one who's trying to do it.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Oh, look at your hot pink lipstick. That's wonderful. I love this. I love this so much. We could, you know, it doesn't even have to be a bar. There's a coffee pot next to it. This could be a coffee shop in here. The lights make it feel kind of artsy. I think we're getting rid of this cooking station and table, because I don't know what to do with this fallen piece of floor yet, but I think we can at least reposition the couches to give a better sense of the flow of the space. Oh, that's so lovely. Wait, doesn't this feel kind of coffee shop vibes? Is that just, am I just thinking that because the photos are kind of all messed up? Or is this like an inn? I know. I'm out of time and I'm all over the place, but this place, there's just so much potential here that I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be starting with a fresh slate like this, and there's so many ways that we could take it. So I think we have to stop here for now because we are at time. There's so much we could do.
Huh?
Let me know if you think this is more a coffee shop or even a hotel. We could do the upstairs. I do like our boat. I guess that's really the only thing that we sort of did today. But I'm glad to have a new location that we can do sort of a slow burn build at. I'm very excited for this. Thank you so much for joining me today, the General of the Minutemen, as we work together to make our Commonwealth safer, one settlement at a time. If you enjoyed this build, please do give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And if you didn't, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I could have done better. Reading the comments is my favorite part of every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.